But it has to be a very specific controller. No, you can't use your glow-in-the-dark Sea of Thieves controller with this. And shoot, you can't even use the original Xbox controller with this. The days of needing an Xbox console to play current Xbox games is long over. So today I'm going to talk about some common ways that you'll actually be able to play your Xbox games. Of course, for all this, you're going to need a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber account along with some really good internet connection. So of course, all of these are going to be Xbox cloud gaming. So the first one that they talk about here is any Android device that is 6.0 or higher. So if you don't know, Android 6.0 came out in like 2014, 2015. So the Android Xbox Game Pass app actually supports some old generation stuff. I did some digging and found out that my old HTC M8 actually runs Android 6.0. So I went on there and downloaded the Xbox Game Pass app. And you can see right here that Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Beta, family settings, all the Xbox apps actually come up. I was actually really surprised and super excited to see this, so I went ahead and downloaded the app. It downloaded and installed no problem. Unfortunately though, when I go to open it, it just immediately crashes. So while it is a valid app and it will install, it's not going to work very well or at all, and I think it's just because the phone hardware is just too old. Now if you got a newer gen phone like I usually use, of course it totally works fine on a newer gen phone. I've shown this off with my controller connected to it. This is an older LG phone that came out about 5 years ago and it works just fine. So let's see how much it would be to set up this Xbox. We already established that you're going to need Game Pass Ultimate to do all of this. The next thing you need is an Xbox controller, but it has to be a very specific controller. And the reason is the controller has to connect Bluetooth. From the original all the way to Xbox One, Microsoft had what could be considered a proprietary connection. They did not connect Bluetooth. And there's only a couple different styles that will actually connect Bluetooth. And the easiest way to remember this is to just grab your official Xbox controller that has your little share button right down here. So no, you can't use your original Elite controllers with this. No, you can't use your original Xbox One wireless controllers with this. No, you can't use your glow-in-the-dark Sea of Thieves controller with this. No, you can't use your Xbox 360 controller with this. And shoot, you can't even use the original Xbox controller with this. You gotta have the ones that were released with your Series S or your Series X. Hey, if you guys like these videos and you find them helpful, consider hitting that little subscribe button down there. It really does help out the channel. So we've got our controller and now we need the phone. So right here we're looking at a secondhand LG Velvet 5G, and it looks like this one will run you about 110 bucks. So the cost of our controller is $54. Game Pass Ultimate every month is going to cost us $18.40. We're going to go ahead and add this LG Velvet to it, and that's going to give us $182.40. So for less than $200, you can have all the Xbox games on Game Pass and playing them. And that's playing them on the go as well, as long as you got an internet connection. I talked about using the iPad for cloud gaming, and while there is a Game Pass app for it, it's not the same. On an iPad, all you have to do is go to your web browser, type in xbox.com/play, log in with your account, and it'll bring up everything that you need to start playing. On your phone and on a tablet, these are super easy to pair. You just go to the Bluetooth settings, put your Xbox controller in pairing mode, it'll identify it right away, get connected, and start playing. So I use an Apple iPad 6th Gen right here. It works perfectly fine. You can get these refurbished for about 170 bucks. So we'll take the cost of our controller and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. We'll add 170 to this, and that gives us $242.40. For about $245, you got yourself a tablet and you've got your Xbox games on the go. Let's look at one more console-less option that you have to play your Xbox games, and that is Samsung Smart TV. So any Samsung Smart TV that came out from 2021 until now, with current software, you'll be able to download and run the Xbox gaming app. You just go to the App Store on your television, search for Xbox, and it's going to bring it right up. Download that, let it install, go to your Bluetooth settings, connect your controller, open up the Xbox app. It's going to ask you to sign in with your information. It'll start showing you available games that you can play on Game Pass. It'll show you all your friends. It'll show games that you've been playing, and all of these games can actually be streamed straight to your television. If you don't actually connect a controller, the Xbox app will prompt you to connect one. So you select whatever game you want to play, it'll bring up the rocket ship saying launching with cloud gaming, and the game loads and you start playing. Click on your account icon, And if you notice here in settings, it actually doesn't have nearly as many options as your actual Xbox console. So under your audio and video, it only has enable navigation sounds. So when you're playing it on your Samsung TV, there's actually no way to adjust the actual video quality of this stream. I believe it's going to rely heavily on your internet connection, which is going to do its best to stream at the highest quality content. There's some accessibility options, but it's a rather stripped down version of what you would get on your console. I was able to start up the new TMNT game and Wolfenstein: The New Order with no issues. They ran perfectly fine. Now, I didn't film this on my television because I actually can't afford this kind of television. I was actually using this over at my father's house, who has a really good internet connection and obviously the Samsung TV that you need to actually play this. And this is a really convenient way to play your Xbox games over at like a relative's house, and all you need to take with you is a compatible controller. So the television that we were using was a Samsung 70-inch ultra high definition TV. You can see right here, this television currently goes for about $900 on Amazon. And now you know why I don't have a $900 television to play my Xbox games. So back over to our calculator, we got $900 for our TV plus that $72.40 for what we actually need to play. That'll give you $972.40. So about $1,000 to stream your Xbox games in this very particular fashion. And unfortunately right now, Microsoft only supports these Samsung televisions. I'm really hoping we'll see more support for smart TVs in the future, the more and more that this Xbox cloud gaming catches on. So there you guys have it. That is 3 ways to play your Xbox games without an actual console. I didn't talk about the fact that you can also play them on a PC because that's very well known, considering that Microsoft has a PC-only Xbox Game Pass option, which reminds me that Xbox is actually doing away with games with gold, and it's going to be replaced by something called Game Pass Core. And that's a topic that I'm going to tackle in the next video.